Alright. Hi, I'm Chris Payne. I'm the music director at WTSR, and I'm here with one of our favorite bands of the past year, the Paynes of Being Period Heart. So, I guess introduce yourselves, tell us what you play in the band.
I'm Peggy, I play keyboards.
I'm Kip, I play guitar.
And vocals, you both sing.
Yeah.
There we go, can't forget that. Alright, so to start off, you have a new EP out called Higher Than the Stars on Slumberland Records. And the thing is, you guys just put out a full length that did pretty well. So my question to you guys is, why not sort of milk the full length a little longer, go on tour? Why was the big rush to get back in the studio? It's a great album, but most bands these days, they'll take it easy, you know. But you guys, so what was like the motivation to get back in the studio so quickly?
Well, I mean, the full length came out in February.
Yeah.
We have gotten, luckily, a chance to tour a lot for that album, and we had a bunch more songs that we were playing live, and just wanted to make it available.
I remember 103 at the
we've been playing it for a while, so it's like
a lot of the songs we had have been around for a while, and like, you know, even though the album came out in February, you know, we recorded it the summer before, so there's like, I don't know, there's like a pretty long lag time between just like going back in the studio, recording, and I don't know. We thought it would be cool to like have some like fresh material and like have new songs people can like know, you know, so we're not like playing the same songs.
Because I guess a lot of people will forget that there's a process to making these songs, that because the album dropped in February doesn't mean the songs were just like made right then.
Right.
You know? Because I know you guys.
It was like February 1st.
Yeah.
I was like, Peggy's like, Kip, do you have some songs for this album? It's coming out in like 6 days. I'm like, I'm trying.
Because I know you guys had the first EP out, I think in 2007, and like Hey Paul goes back to that album, so some songs have been around for a while. Right?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that first album was sort of a compilation of songs that had appeared in a lot of different places, like Hey Paul and This Love Is Fucking Right were both on the EP, and A Teenager in Love was on like a weird like CDR compilation, and so it was a lot of those songs had been written for a while, so we'd always been like writing and just really
excited. For 2 years, or maybe even more than that, so it seems like, I don't know, a full length and 2 EPs, like, pretty decent output.
Okay, so to move on, change the subject a little bit. It's, I guess, kind of difficult to argue with the fact that music is moving in a very digital direction these days, yet you guys are a band who is still very much in touch with vinyl, that side of the industry. Always, I can tell, put a lot of thought into like album artwork, good B-sides, and just wondering what you guys, as connoisseurs of vinyl, I'm guessing, are predicting in the next few years as the future of that form of media.
The future of vinyl?
The future of vinyl, like the next few years. Like, my theory has always been that vinyl will outlast CDs. So just like your ideas of digital CDs and then vinyl, and where that entity fits into the grand scheme of things.
Totally. Well, I mean, I think we really appreciate records as physical entities, and I think there's a lot artistically that can be done with vinyl that's beautiful, but in no way are we exclusive towards thinking that that's the ideal medium. I mean, I like to listen to my iPod and and stuff, and I really think digital is like an amazing format, because you can have so much music available to you so instantly and so immediately, and take it with you, and I think that's great. As much as I love vinyl, and it's something that means a lot to us, like the idea of creating genuine good B-sides to make a 7-inch worthwhile purchase and stuff like that, we definitely also understand the advantage of having our music available digitally, because that's the most easy and common way that people interact with music these days. So we definitely, I guess I can understand the convenience of one and the beauty of another, but not like a snobbishness towards either.
Definitely. Just on the topic of the album artwork, which I mentioned, I think I just have this feel that the self-titled cover is already sort of iconic. It just has that quality to it. So I was like wondering where the inspiration for that cover came from.
Well, we really wanted to call the album Romantic Friendship, and we kind of just thought that, like, you know, the image of the two girls was, I don't know, emblematic of that, I guess. You know, like the idea of two people, like, you know, us against them, kind of best friends, but, you know, also with some sort of like underlying connotations to it. I don't know. That's kind of I don't know, that's kind of like this like romantic idea that I have. And I don't know, and I always like idealize the idea of like having a best friend or whatever.
It is important though. Like,
Yeah.
Because sometimes like growing up, you feel like really slightly out of place, but if you have at least one other person to be out of place with or something, it kind of makes the experience like totally okay. You know, it's like as long as there's one other person you can hang out with, or at least it's sort of, you can be alone together.
Hang out and listen to vinyl, right?
Yeah, you hang out with this vinyl or just go to Denny's.
I'd always rather have like one person that I was like really really close to than like a ton of friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of like peripheral friendships. I don't know. It didn't necessarily seem that like important to me, but just having like one person you could like share everything with, depend on no matter what. Like I don't know. I was just like kind of romanticizing that idea.
Okay. Well, I guess friendships and roommates and stuff like that can tie into this next question. I wanted to talk to you guys as a Brooklyn band where it's a setting where right now a lot of indie bands in whatever genres are doing a whole lot of different things there. There's just a lot of other artists in different forms of media there. So I was just wondering like how that setting affects you guys as a band.
I think it's inspirational. Like the way we met, like a lot of the things we did was to go to shows of other bands. Like we go see like Cause Commotion or Crystal Stilts, which was a band that existed before we did, and you know, a band like Vivian Girls like started around the same time. We'd go to their shows. There's just a lot of, or My Teenage Stride, or like there was a lot of other bands going on there that we looked to and admired and drew a lot of inspiration and motivation from. Not in a competitive way, but more in like, oh, that's cool. I hope we can do something that cool.
Just like that togetherness of your scene, right?
Yeah, and it's not like a sense of exclusivity or like sceneness, more so that's just it's like when you're living
like
somewhere where
you know?
a lot of cool stuff's happening, you're just exposed to it and you get to see it and really learn a lot. It's just wonderful to have that be so immediate. To like know that you can see like all these bands like pretty often. That's like a really big thrill. But I think there's great music being made everywhere, and it's easy to fixate on New York because it's a big city and stuff, and like it's like magazines can geographically like look at that, but I think there's what I love about technology is it makes if you make great music somewhere, you can hear it. You know, you can live in like Nebraska, or you can live in like Indonesia, or like you can live in Finland, and if you're doing something interesting, there's a way for people that might not be geographically close to you to hear it and experience it and appreciate it, and that's a really cool thing.
Well, thanks so much, guys, for sitting down to the interview. Definitely check out Payne's and Being Pretty Hard's new EP out. It's called Higher Than the Stars. It's out on Slumberland right now. And as always with WTSR, open your mind.
Thanks so much.